All right. We're in the lounge right now doing some interview questions in regards to a landscaping helping assistance position. Can you tell us about your experience in landscaping and how it relates to helping people? Landscaping for me, I've been doing it for about 15 years, helping people with maintenance, keeping their properties cleaned up, keeping their best asset in tip-top shape, making a great presentation for the neighborhood, allowing me to show them what I'm capable of doing and that they can rely on me in regards to their landscaping needs. How do you approach landscaping projects to ensure they meet the needs and preferences of the people you're working for? I approach projects like a hamburger approach. When you're building the hamburger, it's usually lettuce, meat, tomato, bun, mayo, however you do it in that order. I have my own specific order that I do stuff in, from marketing to taking the phone call or text message to requesting photos, providing a price, and setting up the appointment to do the initial installation of the service, then getting paid. The whole process is documented in photography, before and after photos. Sometimes we launch a drone in the air and capture larger scale areas. Sharing these photos on social media such as Facebook and Instagram, wowing our spectators who are friends on the profile. Some of them actually see the efforts that we put in and they contact us, repeating the cycle over and over again. What steps do you take to ensure the safety and well-being of the people you're assisting during landscaping projects? Safety is really common sense. In regards to landscaping on a property, the first thing that comes to mind is utilizing a weed whacker. A weed whacker will fling rocks throughout the property, usually spinning them in a counterclockwise direction, or should I say clockwise direction. But think about anything to the left of you is where the rock is going to get flung. So windows, cars, people standing too close, it's all safety. My own personal self, working on their property, I don't want to get hurt and injured. That could turn into a lawsuit to the homeowner. However, we don't cross those lines. I stay safe by keeping eye protection, gloves, ear protection if need be. And really, like I said, it's common sense. You don't want to get hurt. If you're out hiking trails, you're going to bring water, you're going to bring a first aid kit, you're going to make sure you don't roll your ankle, taking precaution as you're going through the trails. The same applies to landscaping on a property. Even thinking about dogs, when we apply pre-emergent spray, if there's animals on the property, we allow the client to make the decision whether or not they want us to apply it, informing them that it is toxic for their animals, that they may want to keep them indoors for at least 48 hours. How would you handle a situation where the people you're helping have specific accessibility or mobility requirements for their outdoor space? So, if I'm understanding the question, helping clear maybe brush from a sidewalk or a driveway, or tree branches hanging over the driveway, the car may scrape the branches, causing scratches to the paint. Trimming this type of foliage back allows accessibility to the door, to the garage, walking the sidewalk without having to walk around the foliage. It also opens up area. So if there's overgrown shrubbery in a desert, we could shovel all that out, making it all dirt, opening up an area to where a person can throw an event, putting some tables, chairs, maybe even a stage. And furthermore, we've cleared areas to where people can back up their RVs, kind of opening up a living lot space. Some individuals, they want to maximize their property so they can rent out their RV unit, rent out that area, but they need an open space where they can park it. So they can call us. We come in there and clear it out for them, and all is thumbs up. In what way do you prioritize environmental sustainability and conservation in your landscaping work? And how does this benefit the people you assist? So, if I'm understanding this question, environmental sustainability and conservation in my landscaping work. So, the environment, we do use gas tools. However, it doesn't put that much emissions out in the air. We do apply pre-emergent sometimes, but however, they only go for the weeds and the herbicides that we're trying to kill, not necessarily any other foliage. And sometimes we utilize the mesquite wood for either burning in a fire pit or cooking. And the firewood sometimes could be utilized for the homeowner, or irrigation leaks basically pours out water in which is a waste. So if we patch up that leak, it provides conservation of the water, therefore not increasing that water bill and wasting the water. 6. Can you provide an example of a landscaping project you completed that significantly improved the quality of life of the people involved? How did you achieve this? Well, landscaping generally doesn't improve a person's quality of life unless it brings them peace of mind and accomplishment and tranquility, based on providing them a transformation from either dirt to a luxurious area, or an overgrown foliage cut back down to dirt to where they can start fresh with a clean slate. This all benefits the quality of life for the individual based on getting the work done. Other times it's saved an individual from an HOA fee, HOA standing for Homeowners Association. They fear and panic that the Homeowners Association is going to shun them and put a check mark next to their name and fine them, placing them in a category of guilt. So they call us, we come out there, handle the work, saving them from the wrath of the HOA. Other times it's selling the property, needing to get photos before the real estate photographer comes in, and we come through and clean it up, trim back the trees, make it presentable for the photography. The house can now be listed by the real estate agent, and all is good, bringing peace of mind to that individual. Homeowners who live out of state, overgrown property, give us a call. We'll take before and after pictures, text message over the pictures. You can see the work is complete. Now you know that you can get your yard work done without even having to travel back to the state. And so on and so forth. There's been so many situations where we were able to bring peace of mind to the individual that hired us. How do you communicate and collaborate with clients or homeowners who understand their vision and goals for their outdoor spaces? Really, The collaboration is just showing up, getting the rundown of what they need done, and getting it done for them. Sometimes they want plants. I can make suggestions on low maintenance plants, either cactus, shrubbery, trees, flowers, etc. But really, it's their decision. I'm just there to kind of give them that extra push and to set up the plan, enforce the plan, and make sure that the project's complete with less or no hassle at all. What measures do you take to ensure that your landscaping work is not only aesthetically pleasing, but also functional and practical for the people you assist? I know based on my 15 years of experience that if you tell me that you want this cleared, I know exactly how to clear it. You want these bushes trimmed, I know how to trim them. I know what tools to grab. I know how quick to do it. I know how to transition from one task to another. I know how to reduce the time it takes to load up the truck bed or the trailer. I know where to take the foliage. I know how to process the job from beginning to end, and utilizing some of the best equipment that's available to man, and really just doing the work with an approach of a hobbyist mindset. I don't do it because I'm struggling to get cash and I need a job. I do it because I've basically became addicted to this type of work. I have an obsession to reach out, get it done, take the pictures, show them off, keep it going. You know, we're probably thousands of jobs in. Let's keep those numbers going up. And that's the real pleasing factor that I bring to the table. How do you stay updated with the latest landscaping trends, techniques, and technologies that can enhance the service you provide to people? Really, it's just studying what other people are doing. I know I'm not the best in the game. I am ambitious and motivated. What I mainly have mastered and duplicated is the maintenance process. So coming in with blowers and bagging up the leaves or throwing them on a tarp and quickly just coming in and out and making that play as if it's like a event or it's game day. We come out, we get it done. And I've learned so many different approaches from people, from Instagram videos, YouTube videos, working with other landscape companies, not necessarily corporate companies, but individuals who have been taught by other people as well. And you kind of pick up their techniques through demonstration. And if you're really good at what you do, you know what's good and what's bad. You know what you want to incorporate into your services. For example, one landscaper taught me what not to do, and that is he basically asked the client if she has a blower, said that a lot of the debris came from the ground and that it would be really good if she blew it. And I'm thinking, isn't that your job? That's why she hired you. At the same time, this individual utilized the customer's trash can, and it's one of those small little roll trash cans. He took up all the space, not leaving them any room for their bags of trash until next week, probably making it heavy to where they have to roll a heavy trash can to the front. And to me, that's just not ideal. That's not what you do to your clients, especially if they're paying you $200 or $150 or whatever it was. If they're going to pay you that amount, you should have a blower and you should do the blowing. So, lesson learned, I would never do that, but I've produced quality by not doing that. How do you handle situations where the people you're assisting have a limited budget for their landscaping needs? Can you give an example of how you've worked within budgetary constraints while still delivering excellent results? The biggest traumatic job low paying, longest, and most effort put in was June of 2021 at this airport parking lot. And basically a landscape company did the work, got paid, but they didn't finish the work. They didn't even start the work, as a matter of fact. So they just took the money and ran. So I was called upon. They explained the situation, and I was working with a budget of $1,000. It took me 15 dump runs, 23 days, I believe. Possibly like 11 days. I think it was a total of 11 days over a 23-day time frame, because I had to handle other jobs at the same time. Had to trim all the trees around the whole perimeter. There's about parking A through Z, so more than probably 26 spaces. Big old parking lot, no shade. Had to weed whack all the weeds, haul it out. Massive loads. Took pictures along the way. Great for marketing. Did some videos, and basically made that $1,000. And I know it should have been a lot more. It should have been at least $5,000, if not more. And here I am doing it for like 20% of that cost. And it's good to look back on that, because any job that I'm in now, it's like anything compared to that is nothing. But I still assisted. I became the knight in shining armor in their eyes. Got it done. They didn't have to call upon Hector or Pablo or Jason or Chad. And I got it done the best I could, all alone on a solo mission. And that concludes this interview.